There are two common spices probably sitting in your kitchen right now that, when combined together and used on a daily basis, can allow you to lose 10 pounds or more of stubborn body fat in the next 30 days, while eliminating your joint aches, arthritis, and chronic pain, turning back the clock on the aging process, and giving you healthier, better-looking skin that you haven't seen since you were a baby. In fact, these two commonly owned but rarely used spices are so powerful that, according to studies by more than 1,000 of the nation's leading scientists, when they're combined together properly, which I'm going to show you how to do in this controversial video, they've been shown to help fight virtually every disease and condition known to man, even things like diabetes, Alzheimer's, and heart disease. And while I know that all sounds like one heck of a claim, I'm going to hand over the proof, including a towering stack of evidence from top universities and health scientists across the world, right inside this short presentation. Plus, I'll show you the exact amount of each of these ingredients that you should be adding to your diet immediately, so that you go to sleep tonight feeling confident that you're protected from major, even deadly threats to your health. Before we continue, however, I should warn you, the medical industrial complex hates this video, especially because these two ingredients address the root cause of virtually all diseases, which means if this message continues going viral, it could make the pharmaceutical and medical industries obsolete, costing them billions while saving you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a month in healthcare costs, and putting you back in control of your own health. In fact, that's exactly what happened for Emma Radley of Baldwin Park, California. She says, "These two ingredients are an absolute miracle. I've never had so much energy, and my belly is flat and toned. I'm also noticing my memory is much sharper, which is great because I worry about Alzheimer's, since it runs in my family. Thank you." And Andrew Williams of Dayton, Ohio, he writes, "I can't believe I've never heard about combining these two ingredients. They have worked wonders on my joints, especially my bad knees. Keeping up with my grandchildren was almost impossible before, but now the pain is almost entirely gone. Thank you so much. I'm forever grateful." And those are just a few who have already used these miracle ingredients. Hi, my name is Harvey Gray, and I'm the Chief Medical Researcher at Direct Formulas. Direct Formulas is a team of scientists, doctors, and health experts, and our mission is to help people live healthier, happier, and better lives naturally. That's why I'm so excited to share these two ingredients with you. There's more positive research behind these two ingredients than virtually any other natural food in existence. And, when combined, they quite literally represent a holy grail in your health. Something that addresses the root cause of almost every major condition and disease you suffer from. Now, I'll tell you what these spices are in just a second, but before I do, you're probably wondering, how on earth can two simple kitchen spices possibly make such a huge difference in your well-being? How could they allow you to burn several pounds of stubborn body fat almost like magic, dramatically alleviating your chronic pain so that you no longer suffer from achy joints or arthritis, improve your blood sugar while fighting diabetes, and even combat aging while giving you healthier, clearer, younger-looking skin? Well, the reason these two spices are able to provide so many dramatic benefits is because they target the one single root cause of virtually all major health concerns. According to researchers at the UCLA, this single root cause is the leading cause of death, causing over 1.7 million deaths yearly in the U.S. alone. There is one culprit behind them all. They are all children of the same father, and that culprit is inflammation. And it's disastrous when chronic, because it inflames the tissues in your body, creating havoc on your cells, suffocating them of life-giving oxygen and other important nutrients, and even damaging your DNA, aging you and causing almost every disease known to man. I know that seems like a whopper of a claim, and maybe you've never heard of this before, but that's exactly why I created this presentation, because I want to show you how over 5,600 studies from top universities and labs, which prove exactly what I'm saying, that inflammation is the cause of all disease. This is real, and it's really been hidden from you. And to think the solution to your health problems is sitting in your pantry this whole time. It's the biggest deception I've ever come across in all my decades of medical research. Maybe you've heard about inflammation and maybe you haven't. Maybe you saw how Time magazine called inflammation out as a secret killer. They said inflammation has become one of the hottest areas of medical research, and went on to show studies about preventing heart attacks, Alzheimer's, and even colon cancer. Maybe you've heard about Dr. Nemec, who said, and I quote, "All disease starts with cellular inflammation. Whether you have cancer, heart disease, diabetes, digestive disorders, autoimmune disease, or Alzheimer's, it all starts with inflammation at the cellular level, which leads to either early cell death, translating into specific organ or gland disease, or into cancer stem cell stimulation, which fuels cancer cell growth and metastasis. If you haven't, I'm here to tell you. Inflammation is like the Wizard of Oz. Nobody sees it, but it's in the background calling all the shots. Only this wizard brings pain and disease. We're talking about dementia, diabetes, heart disease, strokes, and yes, even cancer. If you struggle with your weight, this is an indicator that your inflammation especially needs to be addressed, and you need to act now. A groundbreaking study published by the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition reveals that inflammation is linked to weight gain. Researchers followed people over 9 years and concluded that as the inflammation in your body increases, so does your weight. I can't know, but I'm guessing by this point you realize inflammation is a big deal. And if you're suffering from memory loss or just feel foggy, have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, migraines, or just headaches, arthritis, or just some pain in your joints or a sense of achiness, even if you don't feel like yourself right now, maybe you've got low energy. If you suffer from any of these problems or any of the other health problems that are out there, you have inflammation, and it's not going away until you deal with it. I'm guessing you're willing to consider that dealing with inflammation could be the answer, and you're not alone. According to the Institute of Medicine of the National Academies, over 100 million Americans suffer from chronic pain and other debilitating symptoms that are caused by inflammation. I know I've probably used the word inflammation 20 times in the past 10 minutes, and that maybe leave you wondering, what is inflammation? What is this boogeyman? What is this wizard of pain? The first thing you've got to know is I may have been a bit misleading until now, because I made it sound like all inflammation is a bad thing. It's actually not. Inflammation is a natural process created in the body to heal an injury or fight off a nasty virus. Once it shows up on the scene, inflammation is meant to do its work and then leave the stage. But in 8 out of 10 people, that's not what happens. The inflammation outlives its stay and won't leave. That's where regular inflammation becomes chronic inflammation. That's when it can cause all kinds of trouble, damaging your brain cells leading to migraines, damaging your heart valves leading to heart disease, disabling your ability to process sugar leading to diabetes. The next critical question you should be asking is, what causes inflammation? Unfortunately, for all of us, a lot. Stress, pollution, GMOs, toxic cleaning products, sugary foods, fast food, just to name a few. In the old days, our evolutionary fathers didn't have nearly the stress that we do, and certainly didn't have the pollution and the GMOs and the fast food. But we do, and we're paying for it. You probably know someone right now who has diabetes, or is dying from or has had cancer. There's a reason that's happening right now. It's because our toxicity levels are out of control, and that's causing our inflammation levels to skyrocket. Get this. Chronic inflammation causes type 2 diabetes, it causes brain damage, it causes heart disease, it even causes cancer. So chronic inflammation is the #1 enemy of your health. It's not to be trifled with. And yet, you probably never heard about it from your doctor. I left something out. 8 out of 10 people have chronic inflammation, and one of the leading reasons for that is food allergies. We often are not aware of subtle allergies to major food groups. This means, even if we're not aware of it, so-called healthy foods like meat and milk could actually be causing inflammation. Worse yet, once inflammation takes up residence in your body, it doesn't stay put. It travels. It's like a deadly fire unless it's put out. It can travel anywhere from your legs to your brain and wreak havoc there. And now that you know the cause of all disease, you will begin to realize that if there is one cause, there must be one solution. I'm going to show you how these 2 ingredients obliterate inflammation, and I'm going to show you how to combine them so that their active ingredients absorb 180 times faster than taking them alone. So, you get the results you can feel almost immediately. And like I said, you already have this ingredient in your home, most likely. So, there is no side effect you need to worry about, just pure goodness and healing, 180 times faster than you'd get by this ingredient alone. When your head hits the pillow tonight, you will sleep the night of your life because you'll know you finally got a secret weapon working inside your body to eradicate disease and making you feel like $1 million in the process. I should warn you though, this video creates enemies every time it's shown. It's not that there's anything wrong with this video. It's that it's too good. The medical establishment can only survive when there is disease, and when something comes along that can eradicate disease, it threatens them. We haven't heard any warning shots yet, but we know from past experience that they are coming, and we know this video can't be online forever. But we don't want you to worry about them. We just want to eradicate even the possibility of disease in your life. And we want to save you thousands of dollars a month in healthcare costs in the process. Can't you think of a few things you might like to do with that money rather than handing it over to the medical establishment? Don't you want to retake control of your health instead of always relying on doctors and their drugs? Drugs which always require more drugs, which always require more drugs to work properly. The medical establishment is old and tired. Better solutions are already out there. And people like David Kudlow from Proctor, Texas know it. I can't believe what is doing for my life. My arthritis is finally under control. I'm fixing my car without any pain, playing with my grandkids without any pain, and my memory is like when I was 40. I couldn't be happier with the results I'm getting from. And to think, it was just sitting there idle in my cupboard all this time. So does David K. Allen from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. A few months ago, I was at grave risk of a heart attack. I lived my life in fear of the next doctor visit, but now, after 6 weeks of taking and losing 14 pounds, I'm actually in the clear. I hugged my wife so hard when I got the news, we cried together. I would never believe could do all of this, but I'm living proof it can. It's about time I tell you about the first secret spice, the one that heals inflammation and thereby heals the body of every other sickness caused by inflammation. The first spice is turmeric. If you've heard about the benefits of turmeric before, I can promise you never heard what I'm about to tell you. There is no substance with more research behind it that proves it can reduce and eradicate inflammation than turmeric. You don't have to take my word for it, though. You can research it yourself. Here's what the studies say. Curcumin, another word for turmeric, is a known anti-carcinogenic and anti-inflammatory agent. This is from the University of Texas. Curcumin has demonstrated anti-inflammatory activity. It exerts its anti-inflammatory activity by inhibition of a number of different molecules that play a role in inflammation. This comes from the University of California. NF-kappa B plays a critical role in the regulation of pro-inflammatory gene expression. We conclude curcumin potentially inhibits NF-kappa B activation. There are literally thousands of studies just like these ones, folks. Here's one more. A report published by the European Molecular Biology Organization states, an increasing body of evidence shows that chronic inflammation causes and advances many common diseases. This opens new possibilities for treatment and therapy by blocking the inflammation processes. Every day, more and more studies show that inflammation is at the root of all disease. And once you know how to reverse inflammation, you'll completely transform your life. I'm so happy to be the first to introduce the solution to you. But if you think you can just take that turmeric out of your cupboard, sprinkle it on your eggs, and you'll get these results, you've got another thing coming. Because the key to benefiting from turmeric is in its absorption. Turmeric is the superhero in the battle against inflammation. The only problem is that to get enough of the active ingredient curcumin, you would literally have to eat bags and bags of it every day, which is next to impossible, of course. And even if you isolate and extract curcumin like many other supplements on the market today, you still won't be able to absorb more than 1% of it because your body digests nearly all of it. And it gets flushed down the toilet before it can ever do its real job in the blood. Now, I could keep going on about turmeric for hours, but it's important that I do tell you about this second spice, because when it's combined with turmeric, it has been proven to increase its effectiveness by up to 180 times. The second ingredient is called piperine, and it's commonly found in black pepper, and it's incredibly important because your body has trouble absorbing curcumin on its own. And as you know, curcumin is what makes turmeric so powerful. But the good news is that when you mix curcumin together with piperine, and in the right dosage, which I'll give you in a minute, you can enjoy the tremendous anti-inflammatory effects of curcumin in their entirety. In fact, in a 2016 study published in the Journal of Complementary and Integrative Medicine, it was found that combining curcumin and piperine presented a significantly better therapeutic potential than just curcumin alone, and helped lower body weight, blood sugar levels, and cholesterol in diabetic patients. And in a 2015 study in the journal Clinical Nutrition, It was shown that combining curcumin with piperine significantly improves inflammation and can be regarded as a natural, safe, and effective anti-inflammatory. Okay, so now that you know what these two powerful spices are, I want to show you the fastest and easiest way to start adding them to your diet each day. One option is to begin cooking with a ton of turmeric and black pepper, and while that certainly isn't a bad idea, there is a problem when it comes to spices like turmeric and black pepper. It's very hard to tell if the ingredients are high quality or not, and that's a big deal, because lots of the commercial turmeric these days is grown in soils that are robbed of their nutrients due to pollutants and pesticides. That's the same reason most turmeric supplements won't deliver even 10% of the results you want, because the turmeric used inside is incredibly low quality. Plus, to save money, most people who make turmeric supplements don't include piperine, which means you're basically just swallowing wasted money every time you take one of their supplements. So instead, if you want to get the absolute best results using turmeric, you need to take it in an ultra-grade and pure supplement, something that also includes the perfect dosage of piperine, and that's grown naturally and free of pesticides and other toxins. Fortunately, getting access to this kind of premium turmeric supplement is now easy because after more than 2 years in the lab, Direct Formulas is pleased to announce that we've created a breakthrough new formula, something that contains the purest and best forms of turmeric and piperine in existence. We're the only game in town using this technology, and this technology is the only way to get 180 times the absorption power over curcumin alone. That's 180 times more weight loss power, 180 times more anti-aging power, 180 times more anti-arthritis power, 180 times more anti-cancer power, 180 times more powerful than any curcumin supplements on the market today, and thousands of times more powerful than taking turmeric alone. All in one simple pill, made in one of the finest, most rigorously tested labs in the United States. I know there's a question on your mind at this point, and it's simple. How could an ingredient sitting in my cupboard balance my blood sugar, alleviate my joint pain, and drop stubborn weight from my waistline? And I hear you, but when you understand that all disease is caused by one culprit, it will start to make sense that one solution can be the culprit behind the cure. What turmeric and its active ingredient curcumin fights is inflammation, so naturally, it's going to give you results in every aspect of your health naturally. Otherwise, there is really nowhere to run and nowhere to hide when it comes to inflammation. Luckily for us, God gave us the solution before the disease, and it's called curcumin. With only one flaw, you can't absorb enough curcumin to really make a difference. But that's all about to change. Thanks to a miracle formula, Curcumin 180, that isolates the active ingredient in turmeric and multiplies its power by 180 times. This curcumin absorbs 180 times more effectively than anything on the market. Not only does it absorb better, it remains in the blood longer too. A full 24 hours longer. That means it's working all day long, instead of just an hour after you take it like the other guys. People used to think all turmeric and its active ingredient curcumin was good for was giving mustard its yellow flavor. Boy, were they wrong. Just look at the research. A study published in the Journal of Hepatology, curcumin was found to significantly improve both insulin and leptin sensitivity. This means it will melt pounds off your belly, taking care of even the most stubborn of belly fat. There is actually no ingredient out there that produces more weight loss than curcumin. There's another reason for that. Studies show that curcumin helps regulate leptin. Leptin is a hormone that keeps you from cravings and low metabolism. Increase the leptin and you start to lose weight automatically. As you saw in the studies, it balanced blood sugar and reduced the risk of heart disease. What does that mean for you? Imagine being able to eat your favorite foods again. Imagine not having to worry about getting a heart attack. Imagine a life you can enjoy. In short, it protects from and substantially improves every single disease in existence because it addresses the root cause of every disease in existence, inflammation. Then there's the joint pain issue. I know for some of you, even brushing your teeth is a Herculean task because of the pain in your hands. You'll be happy to know that curcumin directly addresses this problem and improves quality of life. It's even been found to be more powerful than 16 expensive pharmaceutical drugs. Imagine fixing your car, playing football with your grandkids, opening soda bottles without an ounce of pain. But there's more. Is curcumin the fountain of youth? It may just be. Because curcumin has always been found to create more youthful skin. People are actually reporting feeling younger. Let's hear from someone who has. This is Jen from Dallas, Texas. I've always been told I looked older than my age. I not only looked older, I felt older too. I started taking Curcumin 180 6 months ago. I can't believe how many compliments I get now. I look and feel 10 years younger. I will forever be grateful. There are over 5,600 studies linking curcumin to a reduction in inflammation, and more studies come out all the time, which tells you something. The research is out there. The doctors just aren't being told the truth. We know the wonders of curcumin, and at this point, you've got to be wondering, how do I get started? We've done all the hard work for you and come up with the world's purest and most powerful supplement of curcumin, made 180 times more absorbable than curcumin alone, and thousands of times stronger than eating straight turmeric. We are extremely proud to present a supplement that is ultra clean and ultra effective. It's made in the top labs in the United States, who are world class when it comes to quality. The supplement is called Curcumin 180. Each capsule has 400 milligrams of ultra-high bioavailable curcumin, along with a patented type of piperin called bioperin, which is specifically designed to increase absorption, 180 times more absorbable than anything on the market, along with boswellia. Boswellia is a resin found in boswellia trees that is regarded as the second most studied natural substance for inflammation. According to the Journal of Arthritis Research and Therapy, significant improvements in pain score and functional ability were recorded in the treatment group supplemented with boswellia as early as 7 days. And that's just one of the countless studies showing its miracle effectiveness. The ingredients inside have been proven by thousands of studies to fight the root cause of almost every disease, which is inflammation. These ingredients also help to protect your memory, burn unwanted fat, and provide powerful anti-aging benefits. Each bottle comes with 60 capsules, and like I said, Curcumin 180 is homegrown, right here in the U.S., where it is subject to all the many FDA regulations. This is certified clean, pure, and healthy. What it says on the label is what you get. In fact, it is by far the cleanest, highest quality, most absorbable curcumin supplement on the market. And since the U.S. is the only country really making curcumin supplements, this really is the highest quality curcumin on the earth. Best part? You'll know it's working, because guaranteed you will feel the difference after just 3 days, probably much sooner. Watch those love handles melt away. Watch as your memory improves to the way it was when you were in your 20s. Watch the way you play with your kids without joint pain. And watch as your doctor tells you you are no longer diabetic. Now stop dreaming, because those are exactly the kind of things people who use Curcumin 180 report. Just like Eric Wright of Longview, Texas, he writes, "I'd heard of turmeric and its benefits for some time, but was always skeptical. After seeing all the research in your video, however, I decided to give Curcumin 180 a try. I'm absolutely astounded by the difference it has made in my life. I'm sleeping better, I have more energy, and I've lost 9 pounds. I also love knowing that I'm protecting myself from risks caused by inflammation. Thank you." Let me share exactly how you can join Eric and the more than 26,000 people across the country who are using Curcumin 180 every day and who report that they've never felt healthier. Make the firm decision to add Curcumin 180 into your life, and do it now. The price is definitely on your mind. Since we source this directly from the cleanest sources of turmeric on earth, you'd imagine it would cost quite a lot. Indeed, a bottle of Curcumin 180 is $149. And while I know this may sound pretty steep, you have to remember that there's really nothing else like Curcumin 180 available on the market today. A vast majority of curcumin supplements on the market are questionable at best. Most are grown in nutrient-deprived industrial farms, filled with pesticides and other toxins. Plus, with the supermarket brands, you'll be lucky to absorb even 1% of the curcumin if there's any in there at all. That's the main reason why Curcumin 180 can take months to make and why we're constantly running out of stock. We only source the highest quality ingredients on earth, which is why we are severely limited to how many batches we can make. When we do have the Curcumin 180 in stock, it goes extremely fast. And when you think about it, it makes sense. Because you could spend $400 to buy 10 bottles of some generic mass-produced turmeric and still not get 1% of the benefits you would get from a single bottle of Curcumin 180. Plus, seeing that curcumin is scientifically proven to fight the root cause of almost every major disease, the chances are If you or a loved one begins using Curcumin 180 regularly, you'll end up cutting hundreds of dollars a month by spending less on prescription drugs, doctor's visits, and insurance. So considering you'll probably save at least $1,000 or more on annual health costs if you get your inflammation under control, I really do think $149 per bottle is a fair price for Curcumin 180. But we realize some of you are on a tight budget. Your health probably isn't that good at this point, and that's affecting your work. So we decided to start chopping away at the price until we hit something we think everybody can afford. From $149, we went to $129. From $129, we went to $100, then to $69, and that's where we stopped. $69 for a month's supply of Curcumin 180. And actually, that's just the start. I understand that burning away fat while destroying inflammation isn't just important to you. It's also important to your family and loved ones. And because I want to make sure everyone you care about continues to be in their best health, I've also created a special discount package where you can get 6 bottles of Curcumin 180 for just $49 per bottle. This special discount package is only being offered to you today through this website as part of our nationwide Beat Inflammation campaign, and only while supplies last. And get this, we'll cover shipping. That's an unbelievable steal for a product as high quality as this. You can skip dinner and a movie with your spouse and it's paid for, which will mean you can eat out as many times as you want with the power of Curcumin 180 by your side. Now, I want you to think for a moment about all the things you can do with the added years to your life. Is it seeing your grandchild get married? Is it tennis with friends? Is it more nights of romance with your spouse? When you have that clear in your minds, I want you to take action on the only thing that can get you there. Curcumin 180. But both the special multi-bottle discount and the free shipping are limited. When we run out of bottles of Curcumin 180, it can take up to 3 months before another batch is available. So click the 6-bottle package or any package you choose on the next page. I want you to hit the button below and place your order. This is one of the smallest, most important investments you can make to your health and happiness. A single bottle of Curcumin 180 will start reversing inflammation, shed pounds, reduce arthritis and other aches and pains. 3 bottles will do the same thing plus. Also protect you from chronic conditions and disease including IBS, diabetes, and cancer. And with 6 bottles of Curcumin 180, you'll have an entire 6 months of protection. Hit the button below now and place your order for the product that will root out every disease on Earth. Plus, when you order Curcumin 180 in the next 6 minutes, I'm going to give you a free copy of The Truth About Inflammation. It's an in-depth guide that'll give you additional tips and tricks to reverse inflammation even further. This book normally sells for $29, but it's yours free. The time to improve your health and protect yourself from deadly diseases is now. Just click the button below and choose the package of Curcumin 180 that's best for you. You'll then go to a secure checkout page where you'll enter your order details, and within just 5 business days from now, you'll receive Curcumin 180 right to your door. Place your order now. Hit the button below. Save on shipping. That means you'll save at least another $9.99 because it's included in the price. You can't beat that. You'll also need to know your purchase is completely backed by a 180-day, no questions asked, empty bottle guarantee. If you don't feel the results, or you don't like the product for any reason under the sun, we demand you let our customer service know, and we will fully refund your order. There are no questions asked, which means you don't have to explain why you don't want it. You'll just get your money back. You have a full 6 months to decide. That's plenty of time. And you can send back empty bottles. It's no problem at all. Our mission is to serve you, and if we weren't able to do that for any reason, we don't want your money. This can be a day that changes everything for you, or this can be just another day. You may have just watched the most important video of your life, or you just wasted your time. Your next move will decide. You have to reach out and grab success. It won't come to you. You have to make it happen. So hit the order button below. You need to act fast. In addition to only having a limited, discounted supply, we are under constant fire from the pharmaceutical and medical industries. Given that properly absorbed curcumin has been shown to be more powerful than prescription drugs, these billion-dollar corporations are furious that we are offering such a high-grade curcumin. So we don't know how long this offer is going to remain online. So go ahead and order your very own supply of Curcumin 180 right now. Click the button you see below this video and select the package on the next page. You're getting Curcumin 180 at an incredible discount today. Plus, The Truth About Inflammation book, a $29 value, and the whole package will be shipped to you for free. You won't find this deal or a product this good anywhere. So, do you know what you need to do? Hit the order button below and fill in your details on the next page. You have nothing to lose and years of your life to gain. Do you really want to live life with diabetes? Do you really want a life cut short by a heart attack? Of course you don't. Well, that means you need to reduce your inflammation, which means you need Curcumin 180, and you need it now. So hit the button below, and I'll see you on the other side. Still here? No problem. I know that was a lot to take in, and maybe there's still something on your mind. So to help you out, let me answer some of the most common questions. That way, you can make your investment in Curcumin 180 today with total confidence. Question number 1. How can high-absorption curcumin fight so many different conditions and diseases? The answer is actually pretty simple. You see, according to many scientists, doctors, and other health experts, the root cause of almost every major condition and disease in America is chronic inflammation. That's why Time magazine called inflammation the silent killer, and why everyone from the Cleveland Clinic to Harvard has published numerous papers warning people about it. The good news is that there's also an almost universal consensus that a chemical in turmeric called curcumin fights inflammation. Question number 2. What makes Curcumin 180 different than any other turmeric product out there? That's a great question, and the answer is quite a lot. For one thing, many supplements you find at the grocery store are made of low-grade turmeric, and not the active ingredient curcumin, which is 10 times more expensive. In addition, many other turmeric supplements don't include anything to improve the absorption rate, which, as you know, increases turmeric's effectiveness dramatically. Now compare those supplements to Curcumin 180, which contain the purest, best form of natural curcumin available anywhere. Plus, each granule of curcumin is encapsulated using a proprietary technology, making it 180 times more absorbable than anything on the market. Question number 3. How long will this offer be available for? That's a good question, but the answer is complicated. For one thing, because the cost to source pure curcumin is quite high, we only have limited amounts of discounted supply in stock. Remember, normally Curcumin 180 is $149 per bottle, but through this webpage you can get it for just $69 per bottle while supplies last, and just $49 per bottle when you stock up on 6 bottles. Besides supplies being limited, however, there's also the threat that big medicine's multi-million-dollar lawyers shut us down. We'll certainly fight them as long as we can, but given that turmeric reduces inflammation, which is at the root of virtually all health concerns, the medical corporations are desperate to get this video removed from the internet fast. Question number 4. What can you tell me about the guarantee? Again, as I mentioned, it's a full 6-month, 100% money-back guarantee. This means if you change your mind about your investment for any reason in the next 180 days, just call or email our award-winning U.S.-based customer service team and we'll immediately refund your investment with 0 questions asked. In other words, there is no risk whatsoever. Question number 5. What else should I know about Curcumin 180? Each bottle of Curcumin 180 is made right here in the United States in a state-of-the-art facility that follows all GMP guidelines. We also have each batch tested by an independent third-party laboratory, ensuring the purity of every single capsule and that what you see on the label is inside. Finally, question number 6. Okay, I'm ready to order. What do I need to do? Simply scroll below this video and click the big shiny button below. Choose your discounted package on the next page. You'll then go to our secure order page, where you'll enter your shipping details. Then, in 3 to 5 business days, Curcumin 180 will be at your front door. Shipping and handling are 100% free, which is a $9.99 savings in your investment today. This also includes a copy of our wildly popular book, The Truth About Inflammation, which is an additional $29 value, yours free. So go ahead and order Curcumin 180 now at a huge savings. And we look forward to hearing about your experience with this premium turmeric supplement. There are 2 common spices probably sitting in your kitchen right now that, when combined together and used on a daily basis, can allow you to lose 10 pounds or more of stubborn body fat in the next 30 days, while eliminating your joint aches, arthritis, and chronic pain, turning back the clock on the aging process, and giving you healthier, better-looking skin that you haven't seen since you were a baby. In fact, these 2 commonly owned but rarely used spices are so powerful that according to studies by more than 1,000 of the nation's leading scientists, when they're combined together properly, which I'm going to show you how to do in this controversial video, they've been shown to help fight virtually every disease and condition known to man, even things like diabetes, Alzheimer's, and heart disease. And while I know that all sounds like one heck of a claim, I'm going to hand over the proof, including a towering stack of evidence from top universities and health scientists across the world, right inside this short presentation. Plus, I'll show you the exact amount of each of these ingredients that you should be adding to your diet immediately, so that you go to sleep tonight feeling confident that you're protected from major, even deadly threats to your health. Before we continue, however, I should warn you, the medical industrial complex hates this video, especially because these two ingredients address the root cause of virtually all diseases, which means if this message continues going viral, it could make the pharmaceutical and medical industries obsolete, costing them billions while saving you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a month in healthcare costs, and putting you back in control of your own health. In fact, that's exactly what happened for Emma Radley of Baldwin Park, California. She says, "These two ingredients are an absolute miracle. I've never had so much energy, and my belly is flat and toned. I'm also noticing my memory is much sharper, which is great because I worry about Alzheimer's, since it runs in my family. Thank you." And Andrew Williams of Dayton, Ohio, he writes, "I can't believe I've never heard about combining these two ingredients. They have worked wonders on my joints, especially my bad knees. Keeping up with my grandchildren was almost impossible before, but now the pain is almost entirely gone. Thank you so much. I'm forever grateful." And those are just a few who have already used these miracle ingredients. Hi, my name is Harvey Gray, and I'm the Chief Medical Researcher at Direct Formulas. Direct Formulas is a team of scientists, doctors, and health experts, and our mission is to help people live healthier, happier, and better lives naturally. That's why I'm so excited to share these two ingredients with you. There's more positive research behind these two ingredients than virtually any other natural food in existence. And, when combined, they quite literally represent a holy grail in your health. Something that addresses the root cause of almost every major condition and disease you suffer from. Now, I'll tell you what these spices are in just a second, but before I do, you're probably wondering, how on earth can two simple kitchen spices possibly make such a huge difference in your well-being? How could they allow you to burn several pounds of stubborn body fat almost like magic, dramatically alleviating your chronic pain so that you no longer suffer from achy joints or arthritis, improve your blood sugar while fighting diabetes, and even combat aging while giving you healthier, clear